Hello and welcome back to the glorious Gnomes. So, we are now 16. We have a wife. We have a proper heir. Things are now settled, I would say. We have our max troop levies. Well, not quite. We've got another 500 to go, but we almost have our max troop levies, I should say. So we are actually in a situation where we could consider aggressive natures, aggressive things, you know. Like, for instance, we could attack here. Who's attacking this one? That's really good, actually, if that wins. So this is the Najara. They're attacking for this bit here. So what they've declared is a holy war for the fields of the dead. So the holy war is for this bit right here. Obviously, they've only declared it on one person, so they can only take one person's land there. But what's great about that is that means that Baldur's Gate is no longer... that bit is no longer controlled by our Baldur's Gate friends. It is now controlled by the snakes, so we can easily take that as well, if we can beat these guys, which is still an if. They have, what, 8,000? Do they have any event spawn? Ooh, that's interesting. They don't have event spawns, but they have 3,000 troops from retinue. That's new. Okay, so by retinue, basically that's a standing army, which is always there. Our max retinue size right now is 257 cap. Now, this is a little bit odd because there's a cap and then there's an actual number of troops which are separate. The cap is based off of this. So if we have a look here, this retinue will use 550. This one will also use 550. This one uses 900. So you get like the same number or different number of troops, but they use a set cap amount based on how good they are. So like heavy cav costs a lot more. So essentially we can't afford any retinue. So the fact that they have 3,000 is crazy. Although, they are also tribal, so their retinues work slightly differently. Ours are, we pay a gold amount each month to keep our retinue up. They pay prestige. Also, their retinues will be worse, so that I think theirs will mostly be light troops, if I had to guess. And if we have a hover over here, there we go, the 8,000 army, which is the one that has the retinue in it. And we know that it's the one that has the retinue in it because they have 3,000 retinue, so that's... You know, unless they've split the retinue into two halves, it's all in this one. Also, the other one's owned by Serpent's Tail, who I think is one of their vassals. Yeah, it'll be that one right there. So they have 5,000 light infantry, so I'd assume all 3,000 of their retinue is in fact light infantry, which is interesting. Does it help us in any way? No. In fact, even though their troops are garbage, they have 5,000 and we have 2,600. Yeah, we have, we're about 3,000 max if we're fully reinforced. So, yeah, it's going to be difficult to attack them, but it is an option. We could also save up money and mercenary them to death. However, that has problems because mercenaries cost a lot of money, and if it doesn't pay off, then mercenaries are a very dangerous deal. These guys only have 700 in their feudal, which means they'll only ever have 700, so we could just attack them. I mean, we have wars so we can declare. We could just holy war for Fields of the Dead and take it all. We could just holy war for Fields of the Dead and take it all. I'm just saying again after realizing what I first of all said. Yeah, why would I not just do that? That's the easiest move we could ever do. They have 700 troops total. Like, that's not, like, you know... They have 700 garrison or anything. They have 700 total troops. We have more. To siege their land, garrison-wise, this one has 500, and this one has 1 garrison. So we would need 500 to siege that, and a single or 2 troops to siege this one. So, yeah. Why would I not just take all this land back? What religion are they? They are... Dwarven gods. Now, there aren't any Dwarven gods nearby by the looks of it. So, yeah, nobody's going to join their war. They're not in any other war, so nobody's going to come and jump in and do what we did as a vulture strat. Apparently, they get 1 ally of Easting. Easting has 1,250. Even adding on to the 700, they have less. Of course I'm going to declare for the Fields of the Dead. This is an easy war. Yeah. We're never going to have a war which is easier than that one. Let's merge up here. Also, all the way over here, we should have... You're standing still because that's where you are. There we go. Over here, we have the one in Cormyr, which we can disband. Right. Actually, yeah, I do want to merge up Impelled Veil. That's okay. We'll disband the 97. That's alright. We should have enough in a second. I want to merge all of mine first, because... Okay, that's fine. They're attacking us. We'll take it. Their troops are now stuck. I wanted to merge mine first, because we're stronger than both of them put together. So it makes sense to merge our army into one super stack. I don't want to lead the army, though, because leading the army could lead to death, and it's definitely not a good thing right now. We get to join as a defender. We defeat their army. We're all going to move to Peld Vale, because our troops were locked into that, but that's okay. It occurred to me that my wife is feeling somewhat gloomy as of late. The burden of her unborn child is surely causing some humoral imbalance that's affecting her mood. So we can give 12 gold and become charitable or kind, and it also gives her health? Sure. Hey, we became charitable. Oh, wait, no, we weren't already kind. That's smart. Yeah, okay. It's fine. Defensive pact opposing this guy's over, but that's because this guy's dead. We don't really mind too much there. Right, merge up. So that's the Easting army. Yep. We're still not leading, which is perfect. I want to wait till they're locked in. Where are they going? They're going here. This is farmlands? Yeah, perfect. They're locked in. We'll attack. Caught their army. They only have one flank. They're going to get destroyed. My wife Asper asked me to buy her some new clothes. Because of the pregnancy, she has outgrown most of her wardrobe and now feels frustrated for not having anything nice to wear whenever she needs to make an appearance at court. For her diplomacy skills will say, "My dear, you do not need new clothes. You're already wonderful." Fantastic. Our steward comes to see us one afternoon. He explains he's devised a plan to bring in exotic trade goods by setting up a trade route with a foreign realm. This would of course require sizable monetary investment, but the potential profits would also be great. Let's go. Now, there is a secret to this event chain, which I know, and therefore makes it like super easy, because there's one correct route through. So you just choose the correct option each time. It might seem a little gamey, and that's because it is, because once you've seen this event 100 times, you just know what the answers are. The time has come to outfit a ship for a trading expedition. The harbour master shows you the large ship with a sizable cargo hold. That'd be perfect for the job, but it does come at quite a hefty price. So, first things first, you buy the most expensive ship, because it's just what you do. Then, word is spread that you're planning a trading expedition, and a group of priests have arrived at your court for a request. They're offering temple funds for the journey if you will allow them to come along. You say no, because priests cause trouble. You then go to foreign lands. I'm not going to assault this. I'm going to head up to this one instead. The reason I'm going to head up here is that... Oh, they didn't have a garrison, but I guess... Oh, sorry, it's this one. Yeah, they have no garrison. So we can easily get that as a free siege. And the enemy troops are retreating there. That's the Najara War 1. Unfortunately, they may declare war on Arelon soon. In fact, somebody else already has. Yes, these guys already have, unfortunately, which is really bad. Luckily, if we siege this, we should be able to get to 100 before they do. We have a son called Yezhin, who has 4 traits at the start. He's plain, smart, a gnome, but sickly. Oh no, it's not good. Right, we're about to win this battle, although we did just lose the center flank. Was that a new person in charge of Am, by the way? It was. Okay. Let's see. Is this what I'm looking for? Yeah. I thought there was a way to select top level, but I've forgotten what it is. Oh, it might be shift. Yeah, there we go. That's the hotkey I'd forgotten there. Yeah, we beat them up. Cool. My court physician's worried about my sickly son. Go and treat him. Your expedition's finally reached the realm of Chief Gulanis. Your steward asks what gift we shall bring forth as a token of friendship. So this is a drow. We are, of course, going to bring whichever one costs the most. Because, again, that's the secret to this one. At dinner, you notice Chief Gulanis of the Elven Court's face growing red with annoyance as he glares at your steward shoveling his food in with his bare hands. Well, what we do here is we throw our steward under the bus by saying, "Please excuse him, I'm still trying to teach this barbarian proper manners." Siege this down. Okay, so if we get one more siege, we get all of the Field of the Dead. Now, the problem is, if they win this siege, they will get the top level holding there. It's a little bit annoying. Let's see, how long is it going to take us to... It says a long siege. Are we capped out on war score from battles? No. I might try and win a battle here. My son is feeling better. Fantastic. And there you go. With the new trade route set up, you return with the first batch of goods and sell them off for a nice profit. The influx of new wares will also benefit the economy for a long period to come. And this is the whole reason you take business. So, you get 300 gold immediately, and you get 150 prestige. So you've already paid for the trip. Then, you get a trade route bonus here on your main on your capital. This gives you 30% city tax, 20% castle, 20% tribal, and it increases the prosperity, and it gives you stewardship, and it gives you city vassal opinion. It's a huge thing. Like, that amount of money is crazy. It's one of the most OP things in the game. Anyway, and you get that for the rest of time, basically. Occasionally you have to pay a small amount of money to keep it running, but it's always worth it, pretty much. Your steward has brought in riches to your realm through his competent handling of the trading expedition, and he probably expects to be rewarded. Now, if we choose this one, there's a chance we become greedy, and we give him no money. Greedy would get rid of our charitable, and I quite like having charitable. It makes our stats alright for just now, so I'm going to give 60 gold away. I think here what we want to do. I want to try and find the dwarfs, so I guess we're going to head through here. Where did the dwarfs go? Are you leading an army, Easting? You have anybody who's leading an army in your court? Ah, this guy's leading it. No, he is not leading an army. That's fine. This guy's leading an army, I think. Nope. Where did the army go? There was a dwarven army here not so long ago. We might give up, but I'm sure I saw a dwarven army in the hills. Ah, there we go. Perfect. That's the one we're after. Go get him. Now we want to get this before that one sieges. Perfect. So we win the battle. That gets us 100%. They have not taken the top level holding here. So if we offer peace, we get both. If we had sieged down this one, they would have got the top level holding first, and therefore what would have happened in the Holy War is we would have taken this one over here, but they would have been able to take that one. But now, would you look at that, we just got Arlon. So we've got 2 of these back again. Isn't that wonderful? And if I have a look at the Duchy of the Fields of the Dead, we're 2 out of 5. Oh yeah, because we still haven't taken these 2. But we're very close now. I can also disband. Now, holding on to these is obviously something we don't want to do. The lower level holdings we can just give away, which is a nice easy one. So that means that we're only 1 over our limit. So what do we want to do with the last one? Did I give away this one? I must have given away this one at some point. Yeah. Okay. So both of these are going to be worth pretty much nothing coming up. They will be worth something in a little bit. I don't know. This is all controlled by one person. It's all controlled by my uncle, who is my rival. But hear me out. I could give him some more land and he might like me more. I know he's my rival. This seems like a bad one, but it's going to make our realm look slightly nicer. I'm going to give him Arlon. Wonderful. So he now likes me at 88. We might get the event now, which just says, hey, we're not rivals anymore, which would be good. But yeah, I think he's going to be our duchy over here. I think that'll be fine. Right. Now, let's carry on a little bit. So, someone has made the County of Arlon as primary... so he made this his primary title. That's fine. Doesn't bother me. We can hold on to the other one, all without losing anything in terms of money. So we get no negative there. In fact, we get plus 82% due to our stewardship skill being so good. How much are we making? We're now making 10 a month. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Right. Najara, who are you at war with? You are now at war with the County of Hill's Edge and County of Scornbell. Okay, interesting. So they're attacking Cormyr. So that's 8,000 against 10,000. So that doesn't seem great. So Scornbell's here, and there's Hill's Edge. Okay, so they're attacking from both of those. It must be pressing multiple claims, maybe. I don't know. I don't know why they're declaring or what the actual war is. But anyway, they're declaring for them. So I suspect Cormyr is going to win. This might be our opportunity. But what we want to do is wait till Najara has his retinue destroyed. then that'll work out very well for us, unless they have better troops, and that might be why they declared the war. But yeah, we're starting to get some power here now. Your Marshal, Count Bentley of Arelon, has put forward a plan for experimentation with new military technology inspired by a supposedly brilliant inventor and engineer that he recently befriended. All that is needed is a little funding. Sure, let's go. We have a lot of money to spend right now. We are an incredibly rich nation. Queen Canna just killed somebody. Queen Canna? Is she a gnome? She is. Okay, so she might live a very long time. Okay, fair enough. I was like, is she gonna die anytime soon? But no. The Armored Chariot. You receive a report from the outcome of the military experiments that your Marshal asked you to sponsor. Apparently, a large steel-plated chariot was constructed, propelled by 10 men inside, pulling it forward, directed by a commander peering out from a revolving turret mounted on top. This vehicle also had several ballistas firing through arrow slits. Unfortunately, its weight caused the wooden bridge to collapse when crossing, and the invention was lost in the river, also killing the engineer. The Marshal himself barely escaped with his life. Oh no! Well, that's horrible. Yeah, so we lose some military tech points there. But yeah, usually they're not that bad. My uncle has invited me for a small gathering of friends. He is my rival, but I guess we'll go. Maybe we'll make up. This is a very odd situation we find ourselves in. But hopefully everything's alright. We arrived at the private rooms of Count Bentley. There is plenty of food and drink here, and the mood is decidedly merry. I'm looking forward to this. Good. He has brought out the board in pieces and suggests that we play a few rounds to determine the better strategist. We play for honor. We play for hours, the tide of fortune ebbing and flowing as I tried to attack my opponent's positions without opening my defense too much. Eventually I found a critical opening and made a few inspired and aggressive moves and won the game. Hail to the Darandar. Hey, we get diplomacy for that. Not bad. The reveling and carousing is over for now, time to get back to real life. So we can become a game master, which is a lifestyle trait, which I believe you can only have one of. So I think yeah. So we can only have one of these, but this one's not bad. It gives us martial and diplomacy. Actually, I might take it. Yeah, we'll be a game master. I was going to say no, but actually, that seems like a very good one. Okay, we're getting there. We're slowly becoming a much better realm. Now, how many troops do we have, max? 3,300. Now, that must be somewhere else, right? Yeah, it's probably this one. This is where we have the main number of troops. So I'm going to switch over my marshal to training troops over here, which will hopefully allow us to get some of those 600 in use. Then we might be able to attack some of these monsters up above. The more I think about it, the more ridiculous it seems. A Darandar having a rival so much beneath me, it seems a bit silly of me to hold him as my rival. Oh, well, yeah, definitely. We'll get rid of that rivalry. That is exactly what I was after. So now he likes me at 100. So he is just straight up, like, not quite our friend, but he likes us as much as anybody could. He has gone from being like somebody on our council who will always vote against us to being somebody who's actually, you know, he'll vote normally. We do need to change council power, probably. We could make it so we can declare wars. I didn't even check on the previous war whether the council said yes, but I assume that they did. It must have just been instinct to be like, oh yeah, they've got a green tick. I mean, basically what it means is if I was to attack these guys, right? Council gets a vote. Like, some say no, some say yes. Glory Hounds are all for it, as are Zealots, but Pragmatists are like, they're much stronger, don't do that. So, yeah, that's basically the situation we're in. Oh wow, they're winning this war. So you got 7,000 troops. Yeah, they must have taken some heavy losses immediately, because they are nowhere near where they were. They were at 10,000 at one point. So it looks like the Naga are actually a huge issue. Oh well. Imagine a situation which became more and more intimidating with an outcome that could mean life or death. I swallowed hard and decided that I would stay put and fight. Hey, I've become brave. Wonderful. Brave is a fantastic trait. Everybody loves you. We have become a very, very good character. Right, now I'm going to do something a little odd for this episode. I'm going to do a save, and we are going to put in, we're going to call it the end, and we're just going to say that this is the end of episode save. Why are we doing this? Well, we're doing this because I want to test something that somebody said in the comments. Somebody said the game would not be over if we'd stuck at Primogenitor and died. They said that we would inherit land of another landed character of our dynasty. I believe, based on previous experience, that that might not be true. However, the only way we can find out is experimentation. So, GG15, which is the end of episode 15, we are a child. So this is the exact situation we were in. Right. So, how are we going to solve this? Well, it says we will lose the titles on succession. It says, no heir of your dynasty. If your ruler dies now, the game will end. According to the game will end. Now, there is a way of doing this. We do char info. And that lets us get our ID. So then we go kill 115945, right? So this will kill our current character. Seems pretty straightforward to me. Game over. So, I would just like to present my evidence to the court. The game will end if we die, if we had primogenitor. So it was the correct decision to ditch primogenitor if we want the game not to end when we die. At least as far as I can tell. But maybe it's different if you die through another means, or it might be if you have a different succession law that would change. So like, if you're a republic, there could be situations where that would be different. So a republic might have it so that, because it inherits on the highest person, like the highest ranked person of the dynasty, that would probably work, I think. But for a feudal one, I don't think that will work. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.